Welcome to the Mind-Action journey, where every week I will share experiences, thoughts, and ideas on how you can go from thoughts in your mind to actually taking actions. Life is not formed by just what is in our mind, but by actually taking action on what is in our mind. It is not enough to simply hope, think, and wish. We must take action. If something is important to you, you will be willing to put everything on the line for it. Everyone is supposed to have that one defining moment in life when the light goes on, right? I don't think I had one. Ever since I can remember, I knew that if I wanted something, I had to make it happen myself. Naively, I did not know anything else. If I had to pick that one moment, though, it would have to be when I was 6 years old. My parents were hard workers in a traditional sense, but we were still poor since the little they had left after paying for rent and food was spent on dumb things, really. My sister and I would get a pair of new shoes once a year. That's right, one pair and only once a year. And nothing fancy either. Our choice to purchase from was usually the flea market. So for me, shoes at that point were the most important thing in my life. Again, I was only 6 years old. There was a fire in the apartment building where we lived, and I guess it was bad enough to the point where everyone had to get evacuated due to the fire being too close to the gas meters. Everyone had left the building except me. I was inside my home searching desperately for my pair of new shoes that my parents had just bought me a few days ago. I knew the fire was serious, but my shoes were more important to me than saving my own skin. Dumb, I know. But hey, I was only 6 years old again, and those shoes were my most valuable possession. One of the firemen came in and tried to get me out. I told him I would not leave till I found my shoes. I guess he saw my conviction in my statement or felt sorry for me, that he actually helped me find my shoes. And yes, I found my shoes. Thank you, Mr. Fireman, for taking 6-year-old me serious enough to not just help me find my shoes, but for also saving my life. Since that age, without even knowing, I was becoming the kind of person willing to put everything on the line for what I deemed most important to me. At that point, it was shoes. At a later point, my education and financial success. Then my growth as an individual, and now my children. But I have always been willing to do whatever it takes to achieve my desires, whatever they are and whatever they were. Maybe it was my environment, or I was just lucky to be born with a strong and stubborn mindset and extreme work ethic in me. You will not outwork me. That has always been my attitude. You might be smarter than I, more talented than I, more fortunate than I, more luckier than I, more whatever else than I. But I will always outwork anyone when it comes to the pursuit of what I want. The truth is, I do not know where my mindset came from, but I have always had it. And that right there has been my advantage, my mindset, nothing else. Of course, the difference is that in the beginning, I used that mind of mine and work ethic for mischievous things. Over time, that mind of mine only got smarter, and I learned to use it for better and, of course, legal things. The one thing that has never changed for me, though, is that strong willpower to do what I must in order to get what I truly want. I am willing to learn what I must, put in the hours, outwork anyone, make the necessary sacrifices, endure any pain, physical or mental, to achieve my end goal. I am willing to put everything on the line for what I truly want. I will always bet on me because of this. You are no different. No one really is. We all have the same access to a powerful mind that, when harnessed right, can achieve incredible things. We all have the same number of hours, and in today's world, we all almost have the same access to the same amount of information, a luxury not too long ago. The difference lies in what we are doing with that mindset, those hours, that information. How hungry are you? Hungry enough to hunt day and night till you catch that what your stomach is actually craving? Or merely hungry to settle for the low-hanging fruit because it requires less effort, less sacrifices, and because it comes quicker? Except that reality of life is that what comes easy, as the saying goes, easy will it go. Yes, getting the low-hanging fruit will get something in you quick, but it will not keep you full for long. Whereas hunting for the right meal might take longer, it might require more effort and perhaps some growing pains, but boy, will it keep you full for a lot longer. And the growth that you will achieve from not going for the low-hanging fruit will be something that will forever change you, and for the better. It will build that mind muscle that only keeps growing as you continue to hunt for your next better version of yourself. What are you willing to put everything on the line for? Your success, your family, your desires, your growth? That is on you to choose. It is on you to decide what amount of effort you are willing to put out. You decide what sacrifices you are willing to make to achieve your success. You decide what level of pain and for how long you're willing to endure it to get what you want. But do not be fooled by others, and most importantly by yourself, that you do not have what it takes, because you do. please subscribe to my blog, podcast, or YouTube channel to get notifications when my weekly entry is posted. I promise I will never disappoint. Thank you, and till next time, I challenge you to own your thoughts, actions, process, results, and ultimately your life story. Most importantly, I challenge you to go from thoughts in your mind to taking actual actions on those thoughts, as nothing happens until actions are taken.